Well, I've decided to switch up the way I do these videos for you fellers. Instead of doing one long one every video, I'm going to do two short ones every video and make them as short and concise and to the point as possible because you just want to hear the good stuff and move on. And that's fine. This is report 71773 out of Stevens County, Washington State. What was observed was Friday, October 22 at 9:40 p.m. First of all, who remembers that? Honestly? I'm having a problem with this already and haven't even read anything. I had just left our local school homecoming football game in Springdale, Washington with my two children and a friend of theirs, two high school freshmen and a middle schooler. We were driving south on Highway 231. We approached Sanctuary Way. Just off the highway, in a ditch, I noticed a very large black thing in the tall, yellow, uncut grass. I initially thought it may be a black wolf, so I slowed down and stared as it approached. By the time we drove to it, we were traveling about 35 to 40 miles an hour. If you're looking at a beast, why are you focusing on the grass? I don't know. Anyway, this is the area. Panning back, we can see, wow, there's just land everywhere. A couple small towns dotted here and there, but I mean, location is definitely the middle of nowhere. You know, there's a lot of locations that are the middle of nowhere. Let's see, it's supposed to, road is up a little bit in case for flooding. They do that in Florida a lot. I don't know. I guess there's a ditch there, maybe. But that's the intersection. You mentioned Sanctuary Way, 231. Well, there you are. Anyway, as we reached it, I was in shock and amazement as it was an ape-like figure hunched down in the ditch, staring right at me. From the crouched position, she looked 2 steps away from the road. It was almost as it was slow motion, as it felt our eyes were locked and its head was on a swivel as we rolled by. That's kind of an awkward read, isn't it? I wished I had slammed on the brakes, but we had two cars behind us, and I was literally shocked. We turned at the first turnout available, 60 yards up the road, let the cars go by, and returned to the location, but did not see or hear anything at all. I'm still perplexed at the sighting, as I clearly seen everything from face, heads, arms, legs, etc. They were all very well defined and covered with short hair, with the exception of the lower forehead, eyes, and nose. If you were that close, you wouldn't have called it an ape. Secondly, you're not going to see that much detail driving at 40 miles an hour. I mean, I want to believe, 9:40 p.m. at night, you're noticing. You're talking about tall, yellow, uncut grass. I mean, that is a lot of details for driving 40 miles an hour at night. I, come on, I want to believe, but lady, you're making it hard. Plus, I don't see a discernible turnout either in this spot, unless you just went over here or something. I'll give this one a 4 out of 10 for believability. I think that's fair. 71773, and I'm a guy that wants to believe too, but I just, it's just you're driving 40 miles an hour. It's dark. You saw everything so clearly. That's not how. I don't know. Okay. 71794. This is Pushmataha County in Oklahoma. Oh dear. Driving down the road headed towards Honobia. Who comes up with these names? Help me understand. I topped a hill. I was on a long downhill, then a long uphill into a left-hand turn. As I came over the hill, in the distance, at the top of the next hill, Something reddish brown crossed the road. It didn't appear to go straight across, uh, more at a diagonal from right to left, with right being the farthest point, left being the closest. Uh, your brain is frazzled, man. I, when I first picked it up in my sight, because of the correlation, my brain said dog. By the time it was out of sight, I realized it was on 2 feet. It happened in a few seconds. I went across the highway very fast. See, this is more believable. Okay, this is like you thought it was a dog, realized it wasn't. You saw the color of it. It came across the road. Your brain is a little confused, and yeah, okay. I was late to my destination, so I slowed down in the area to look once I got where I was going and unloaded my gear, went back, and spent about an hour walking up and down both sides of the highway to see if there were any traces to indicate what I had seen. While doing this, the person stopped to see if I was having trouble and needed assistance. When I told him what I was doing, his response was, "Yeah, you get a lot of that here." Oh, okay. This one's 9 out of 10 for believability, maybe even a 10. Yeah, this one's legit. BFRO report 71794. We haven't even looked at the map yet. Okay. About here. We're about there. Okay. Let's take it on back. Take it on back. Take it on back. Holy cow. Take it on back. These are all just county and state roads. I haven't even seen a major highway yet. Holy cow, folks. There's Chickasaw Nation, Seminole Nation, Choctaw Nation. Wow. This is quintessential middle of nowhere, and believability ratings are off the charts here. So, wow. Okay. Okay. See, and we've seen in this one two different sightings. One of them was like, holy cow, what was that? It was reddish brown, crossed the road. It was really fast. Holy cow, it was on 2 legs. What on earth? And this one over here, in the middle of the night, driving really fast, seeing impeccable details on something in the dark. You do the math. So let me know what you think about these two. I think they're interesting, and I'm glad I was able to share them with you today. So that's what I got. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think, and I am out.